Hi, I'm back again. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put a little bit of oil into a baking tray. So I'm just going to pour that on there. And one of the things you can do is you could use a little bit of kitchen towel or greaseproof paper, is what my dad used to use, and he was many years ago he used to. My grandfather used to be a baker, so he taught all his sons how to be bakers. So one of the things we used to do when Dad was teaching me how to cook was we used to use butter and to grease a tin, and we used to put that on with a piece of greaseproof paper. But today I've used a little bit for oil. I've used the kitchen towel. So into the just put in four bits of damper, uncooked damper dough into this. Now, one of the other things you can do if you really like to make tasty thing, but a swagman wouldn't have done this because he was pretty poor. But in today's society, we can use this at our meal at night, and the thing we can do is we can put things into it like garlic in melted butter, or we could put in mixed herbs. Or you could maybe even put cheese into this, because it is a little bit similar to a scone dough. However, this is very, very basic, and in some cases they wouldn't have milk, they'd have water. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the oven to 180 degrees, and because this is a fan oven, it's not going to need too much longer. It should actually cook rather quickly. One of the things you could do, you could glaze it with a little bit of egg. Again, this is something that swagman would not do. Okay, and also the other thing you could do is you could glaze it with a little bit of milk as well. However, I do not have a brush, so what I'm going to do is I will glaze it with a little bit of milk, and then we're going to pop it in the oven, and just to give it that little bit of shininess, and it'll be easier to go brown as well. Like I say, a swagman wouldn't do this. He would just be popping it into his belly can and cooking it over the fire until it was ready. So there would be no directions or measurements. It would just all be very, very basic. So now we're putting this into the oven, and I'm going to, if you're going to put it in the oven, make sure that's, mum or dad is with you, or somebody of a good age, to make sure that you do not get burnt, that everything's set to the correct times. All right, so 180 degrees, and on the fan oven, it will cook quite quickly. So I'm going to put this in first and foremost for 15 minutes, and then I will check it and make sure that it is cooked. It may need a little bit longer, so if you don't have a fan oven, you're going to need a little bit longer anyway. So I'm popping this in the oven now, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.